Hey guys, firstly, let's say Happy New Year, Happy 2022. And yeah, I've just had the mispleasure of watching the Arsenal-Man City game. As someone that is a supporter of neither teams, I think I can speak to you impartially about that game and just how much an absolute joke, absolute disgrace that was. And, the game's ruined basically. And yeah, I'm upset because of it. The game is ruined, and it really does upset me that. Let's look at what happened. We've got 2 penalty appeals. One of them, which absolutely is definitely a penalty, is not given. Anyone should be able to say that's a penalty. The second one, they even said it themselves, a soft penalty. I think calling it a soft penalty, the penalty that Man City got, calling it a soft penalty in itself is being too generous. That was not a penalty at all. He goes down, it's a dive. Rodri should have been sent off for the challenge, but he wasn't, and I think that's a joke, especially when Gabriel was sent off for something minor. Is there corruption in the game? I think there is, and I think, you go on Twitter, people will agree with me and say that. I don't believe in this thing about criticising the refs, because I think refs do get a lot of unfair stick, but at the same time, I think the FA needs to investigate that. The performance of Stuart Atwell there, because I think that was a disgraceful performance from Stuart Atwell. Obviously, some of the jokes on Twitter were, my favourite one being the 10 men of Arsenal playing against the 12 men of Man City, and I kind of agree. I feel like there is some corruption in there, whether he accepted some kind of a bribe or whether he just happened to have a bet on the game or something, but this needs investigating. That was an absolute joke, and the VAR system, I really hate the way it's used. I don't like how it interferes with the play, and I think I'm not an opponent of VAR per se. I think it can be used well, but I just don't think it is being used well. And that game as well is just a clear indication of that. And it's an absolute joke. I think the league's basically become a farmers' league for Man City. It is over, the league. Hopefully, with Newcastle getting some money, they'll be able to survive this season. At least be able to use that money they've got to try and put up a fight, and maybe other teams like Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal even maybe, I don't know, maybe they can invest more and try and get themselves back in the league. I miss the Premier League being a competitive league, and I don't have respect for teams like Man City when it is just the plasticity and the corruption that is so evident there. But yeah, let's just hope this isn't a sign of what's yet to come in 2022. I'm glad that Man City got knocked out of the League Cup, so we don't have to hear all this quadruple nonsense. But yeah, it's not looking good for football. Basically, I'm not really happy about the state that football's in. Happy New Year, everybody.